musician. Our photojournalist Jordan Arsenault has a story about a normal woman who makes a good living, takes care of kids, and doesn't seem to get too strung out.
My name is Karen Kelleher, and I am a professional musician. I play the violin and teach privately in my home. I didn't know what I wanted to do when I got out of high school, and I was very good at playing the violin, and my teacher encouraged me to go into music. So at first I started in music education, and I wasn't sure that's really what I wanted to do, but then when I was a junior I changed to music performance, and so I've been playing ever since. This is the violin. It's made of wood, and it takes a long time for the workman to shape the instrument. It's carved out of a piece of wood. The back can sometimes be one or two pieces, and then you have the ribs, and it's hollow. So it acts kind of like an amplifier. The strings vibrate, and that vibration is carried through this bridge, and then that causes the whole instrument to vibrate, and that's where we get our sound. So that's how the instrument works. And you draw the bow across the string, and that causes the strings to vibrate.
What do you expect from your students after they leave a lesson?
To practice.
To practice.
They should practice. All my students need to practice, and usually I set up a schedule of practice for them. We come to an agreement. All my students practice different, depending on what their goals are and what level they're at. So we'll talk about how many days a week do you think you should play, how many minutes. And sometimes we agree and sometimes we don't. Sometimes I say, well, I think you should practice more than that. But usually they're pretty good about it, and they know when they haven't practiced. And that's one of the things I really like about teaching at home, is I have a lot of flexibility, partly for my kids and partly also for my playing, because if I have a job and I need to miss teaching, I can just call up and say, hey, I have to go play, so I'm not going to be available. And then we can either choose to make it up or not, depending on how busy the student and I are.
Mm-hmm. What do you enjoy more, teaching or playing?
I like them both. I know that's a very diplomatic answer, but I really do like to teach a lot, particularly when my students are practicing, and that doesn't necessarily mean they have to be great. But when they really work hard and they really want to learn, it's a lot of fun for me, and I think it improves my playing as well.
Good story, but I have to ask you guys, did you guys ever play an instrument? I could see you as maybe a violinist and you maybe playing the bottle?
No,
little jug bottle?
I did not play the bottle, but I tell you this, very few people know our very own Jordan Arsenault, who, very musically inclined himself, heads up and spearheads his very own rap group.
It's true.
Poker Chum Challenge. The album just dropped recently, so
I don't know if we can do the plugs
his
here,
musical ability far exceeds what everyone here knows.
Musically talented for sure. That wraps up tonight's newscast. Thanks for watching. Be sure to join us tomorrow for With the Band, then stick around for the news at 5:30.
Tonight's newscast was brought to you in part by a grant underwritten by State Farm Insurance. For Noah, Michael, and all of us here at ISU's TV 10 News, have a great night.